What's going on, you guys? So as you can probably tell by the title of this video, it's going to be just a collection video of my entire anime collection on DVD and Blu-ray. And as you can see, it's in a new shelf because as you know, I have moved recently. And I actually have them stored in this really nice Billy bookcase from IKEA, but it's more like a cabinet. But yeah, the reason why is, as you can see in the background here, there's a lot of sun coming in, and I'm afraid that if I leave it exposed, it's gonna, you know, get washed out by the sun on the spine. So, and I'll give you an example here. Like on the floor, you can see where the sun has washed out the wood on some of this flooring. But that's my balcony, and it's got a really nice view. And as you can see in the background, it looks like we might get a nice sunset today too, which is awesome. So maybe I'll show you guys the sunset later, if there is a nice one. But anyway, I will give you a overview of the anime collection, and I'll describe it more in detail later. So here we go. And I'll pan slowly so you can see the titles. And feel free to pause the video at any time, so you can take a look at what I have. So down here are the Blu-rays, and I am missing Beyblade because it's currently at home. My niece is watching it. And that's it for the overview. If you just want to see the overview, then I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. But if you want to stick around for the more detailed version of my collection, then stay tuned. So here we go. So I have these organized by box set height, and they are alphabetical. So as you can see here, the A's, but I also have all the Dragon boxes here. And let's see, this right here is FMA, the original series in the Viridian collection. And I have Galaxy Angel. I have DVDs 1 and 3, still trying to get 2 and 4, on the hunt for them, as well as Genji Canon, still on the hunt to complete that series. I only have DVD 1. So the next row here, this is the Pokemon row, and I don't have all the Pokemon seasons, as more of them came out, but this is the most recent one that I have. And I do intend on getting more Pokemon seasons. I just don't have the funds for that right now. But I have been actually working on making episode guides, because I know there were no episode guides made for these sets. And same with these. But I'll show you guys what I have done for my episode guides. So I'll put this on the floor so you guys can see. Alrighty, so this set only has 4 discs. And here is my episode guide. Let's get this out here. So here is the cover, and this is the back. I made the back look like the back of a Pokemon card. And the reason why this is bent is because my stapler is not long enough to, you know, staple it without bending it, unfortunately. And the other thing that's unfortunate is that it left a white border with the printer. I'm not too sure why it left a border, even though I did say that I wanted it borderless, but it is what it is. And here's the first couple of pages. It's a little bit about the season. And I have the opening lyrics for this booklet. I thought Jigglypuff was a good choice for that page. And then here is the list for disc 1. And I even included the Karaokemon songs, as well as the Japanese air date and the American air dates. So here is disc 2 and 3. And the final disc, number 4. And I did Vileplume. I decided to make a collage of all of Ash, Misty, and Brock's Pokemon in this season. And I will do that for the following seasons as well, in future booklets that I make. There's Brock's Pokemon. I even did like a nice little photo gallery of screenshots from the season. And then this is just the back. Ash and all of his Pokemon. So that's what I did. I'm going to kind of follow the same theme for each booklet that I make for future seasons. I think it's kind of a fun little project to do to keep me busy. And I used Photoshop to create the pages. And yeah, it's pretty easy to do. So here's one more look at my Pokemon collection. And then here's the rest of the Ps. I have this anime, and then here, the Simpack release. And then here's my Ranma collection. I still do not have Ranma Movie 1. I do have number 2. And then I still don't have a complete set yet of Ultra Maniac. So that's a little unfortunate, but I am working on trying to find the rest of the DVDs. I got Wedding Peach here, the thin pack. Trying to find the second season of the thin pack for this anime. It's just really rare and hard to find. And Yawara. And then here is my Dragon Ball collection. And I got some more down here. So I'm going to explain a little bit of this collection. So I have here the 4-movie pack. And then I have all these movies here. These are the Japanese releases and these are the English releases. So these are the Japanese releases of episodes 1 to 13, I believe. And I bought these back in '09 before this set was released. And then I bought these. These are movies 1 and 2. I bought those movies before this set was released. So, yeah, it's kind of funny that we now have the uncut Dragon Ball in this day and age. But, yeah, I just decided to keep these because, I think they look really cool. I really like the cover for this one. And then here's the Dragon Ball original Ocean dub. I had the VHS tapes growing up, so then I finally got the DVDs when it first came out, and then I got rid of my VHS tapes and replaced them with the DVDs. And then I have these singular DVDs of Dragon Ball. I do intend on finishing getting the rest of these because I want to get these instead of the blue bricks, because the blue bricks the footage is kind of zoomed in, even though it is 4:3. The footage is like severely zoomed in and it looks terrible. So I'm gonna stick with these instead. So here's the rest of my Dragon Ball collection. And if you notice, all of them are sealed. And that's because I just haven't gotten around to watching them. But I will open them eventually, because I do want to watch them. But these I'll probably keep sealed, simply because I have a couple of these already opened, so I don't need to open those. So here's my Dragon Ball Z Ocean Dub collection, and I'm pretty close to completing it. I only need a few more to complete the set. As you can see, I'm missing the first volume for the Saiyan saga, and then I might be missing some in the Namek saga as well. So I still have a little bit left to get. But for the Funimation release, singular DVD releases, I still got a ways to go. I'm missing 58 DVDs, so that will probably take up this entire 2 rows of shelving. And maybe then some, I don't know, because it's a huge ass set to get. There's just a crap ton to collect, and that's the only way you can watch the original Toonami dub. Ever since they kept making new sets, they kept redubbing, and it just didn't really sound the same as it did when it aired on TV. So that's why I want to get all the original DVDs, because that's really the only legit way that you can watch the original Toonami dub that aired in the 90s. So here is a close-up of all of these. Sorry about the glare. And these here, these are a couple of movies. I have the first Lyrical and the Knowhow movie, and this is a Japanese release, and it does have English subs, as you can see right here. Up there is Japanese. So I thought that was really cool that it had English subs available in a Japanese release. And I do like Lyrical and the Knowhow. It's a really good magical girl anime series. And then here is The Girl Who Left Out of Time, the special edition. And I have the premium edition of Love Live School Idol Project Season 2. So down here, this is my entire DBZ movie collection. This is the original singular DVD releases. It's not in any thin pack or anything. But I have the Ocean Dub releases here and the Funimation versions here. And I also have the History of Trunks. Still working on getting Bardock, Father of Goku. And then these are the modern DBZ movies. I still have to get Broly, the Broly movie. Reason why I haven't is because there's a weird green tint in the US release. I really want to get the UK version because it doesn't have that issue. And then I have Dragon Ball GT complete. And I have some Dragon Ball Kai releases down here. So for the smaller box sets, I started back with the letter A and then all the way down to Y here. This might be kind of hard to read. This is Air, the complete series. Really good romance anime. I really enjoyed this when I was in high school. As well as Oh My Goddess. This is actually a series I watched in middle school. I really enjoyed that one. So next up here, I have Bottle Fairy and Cardcaptor Sakura. I really like the artwork on these DVDs. I just wish that they would have included the original 90s dub, but I'm not a huge fan of the new dub. I love the 90s dub for Cardcaptor Sakura. But yeah, I decided to watch it subtitled instead, since I just did not like the new dub very much. And She's Sweet Home, This one here is Cowboy Bebop, and the Gray Man, Digimon, Flame of Reika, and I have Flint the Time Detective. I like that it has the As Seen on Fox Kids logo at the bottom right there. I'm on the hunt to find more Flint DVDs. I used to watch this on TV, so I really enjoyed that anime series. This is FMA, the OVA collection. Get Backers. I love Ghost Stories. I've seen that anime like 5 times already, maybe more. Still gotta get more Gundam Wing. I am on the hunt to get all the original 90s and early 2000s Toonami anime. Haunted Junction. I really enjoyed this series. It's a fun comedy anime. That's all for that row. So here I have my Monster Rancher collection. I have the Japanese and English versions. They had to release the Japanese version separately because the English dub did cut out some scenes from the original Japanese release, so that's why they had it in this separate set. And I still have yet to watch the Japanese version and see what all they cut out from the English version. I just have a shit ton of anime to watch on my backlog. But I will watch it eventually because I love Monster Rancher. It's a really good anime. Next here, I have Catgirl Nuku Nuku and Please Save My Earth. A couple of good OVA anime series. And then Pita 10, really cute shoujo anime. And then I have the original Neon Genesis Evangelion, still on the hunt for DVDs 1 and 7, and I'll have the entire set. My One Piece collection, I don't know if I'm going to continue on beyond 8, it's just a long ass series, but I do enjoy One Piece, it's just going to take up a ton of room. So next to One Piece I have Outlaw Star, I used to watch that on Toonami, School Rumble, Momote Lollipop. Not a huge fan of the name change, but it is what it is. And I have Strawberry Marshmallow. I have the Tenchi Muyo series here. And I have the Tenchi and Toyko release. Kind of silly that they spelled it wrong. And they spelled it correctly on the other side. As you can see here, Tenchi and Toyko. And then there's Toriko. I wish somebody would release the rest of this anime. It's really good. And then Trigun and Wolf's Rain. And then I have the Complete Yu Hakusho. Really good series. I also have it on Blu-ray, but I don't have the complete collection yet. I'm still working on it. And then speaking of Blu-rays, here's my Blu-ray collection. So I have a UK release of Arrietty. I actually just really like this version of Arrietty much better than the Disney dub. I think the British accents kind of give this anime a better feel than the Disney one, in my personal opinion. Then I have Astra Lost in Space, another anime I've seen many times. I love it so much. Devil May Cry, Fairy Tail Parts 1 and 2, Complete FMA Brotherhood, and these are still factory sealed. Kaiba Complete, really good anime. I've seen that one a couple of times as well. Kiki's Delivery Service and Kadocha, and I'm really happy that we finally will get the entire Kadocha series on SDVD, thanks to Discotech Media, and they should be releasing the second part soon. Apparently there was like some music licensing issues, and that's why Funimation never got the rights to dub the rest of the series, but we will finally get it, at least Japanese with subtitles, thanks to Discotech. Lucky Star, and Marmalade Boy. This is another anime I loved way back in the day. Ponyo, Space Dandy, Sergeant Frog. This was another anime I enjoyed back when it first came out, and I'm really happy that Discotek Media got the rights to release the entire 300 plus episodes of this series. I will definitely try to help support this series so that they can continue releasing it in its entirety. And Detective Pikachu, pretty decent flick. Then I got a couple more anime flicks here. Summer Wars and Your Name, and Imeyuro Patashir. Pretty recent anime pickup here for the collection. And last up for Blu-rays, I have my Yu Yu Hakusho collection. I still need to get the last 2 seasons, but I do have seasons 1 to 2. And I wanted to get these because it was pretty close to the original Japanese releases, and the original Japanese releases look really awesome, and I'm glad that the US releases were not altered, if at all. So that's it, and then the rest of these are just bootlegs. I guess I could go ahead and talk about these in detail. And you know, I honestly don't know if I'm going to hang on to these forever, because one, they're pretty bulky, they take up a lot of space, and I'm currently getting the entire Kodocha releases. I'm going to support the official US release from Discotek, but one reason why I might just hang on to these is because I actually like the artwork on some of these. I don't have a Kodocha art book, so it's kind of nice to have some of the extra art that's on these. There's this one. If anything, I suppose I could just scan this. And here is the second part for this one. That completes the series. And next up here, I have a Chibi Barnacle-chan movie. And I don't think they'll ever release that in English. And I actually don't know if Magical Nyan Nyan Taruto got a official US release. If they did, I would certainly pick that up and get rid of this. And the reason why I'm keeping this is just for nostalgic reasons. I would watch this DVD every summer during my summer vacations in high school. I just was obsessed with Azumanga Daioh back in the day. And next up here is my Hikaru no Go set, and you can see how horribly bootleg this looks. There's a weird marker here. I didn't do that. When I got it in the mail, it had this weird line right here. I was not too happy about that. But yeah, it's all in Chinese, and that's a big giveaway that these are bootlegs. And one of the kind of neat things about this set is that it did come with stickers. It's kind of falling out here. Yeah, the stickers are nice, so they at least gave us that. But again, I actually really like the artwork on these. Pretty cool. Some of these artworks I have in the art book, so if I ever get a official US release, I probably will pitch these, give them to a Goodwill, because I do have a lot of these in my Hikaru no Go art book. And out of all these bootlegs, I would say the one that I'll probably always keep in the collection would have to be Momote Shugogeten. I've been a huge fan of this anime ever since I was in high school, or middle school, and high school. I loved it in high school as well. But yeah, this anime is definitely a hidden gem of the 90s, and I strongly recommend it if you're into romantic comedy anime series. Really good show. So yeah, that is my collection. I do have some anime movies that I'd like to show as well. I just didn't have room to to put them on this shelf, so I'm gonna have to put them in a separate shelf. But anyway, let's go check out the anime movies that I have on DVD. Alright, so I'm currently in my game room where I have the rest of my anime collection here, as well as my DVDs. These are all my TV shows that I'm going to show as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started here. This is my entire Pokemon movie collection. I'm working on getting all of them. I know there's still a bunch that I'm missing, but these are all the ones that I have. I have the original snap cases for the first 3 movies. And I'm not sure if Mewtwo Returns was a snap case only or if it also had a regular DVD case, so I just don't know if this is a bootleg or not. It's really hard to tell. But yeah, I do have this version for Mewtwo Returns. I know it did have a snap case release. So yeah, moving on here, this is all of them. And then for the more recent movies, I just decided to get them in Blu-ray. Like I Choose You and The Power of Us. And down here I have Unico, both of the Unico movies, and Welcome to the Space Show, Night on the Galactic Railroad. It's a really good film. Both of these are, well, all of these are really good. And then these are my Region 2 releases. I have the Animal Crossing movie in Region 2. This is the inside. And then I have a Doraemon movie. And a lot of these I actually just found at the thrift store, which is pretty cool. An Anpan-Man movie. If you hear the humming noise in the background, that's just the elevator going up and down. There's Bambi. I have Stone of Cold Fire. Land Before Time movie. Thought I could practice my Japanese with some of these, and a random Pretty Cure DVD. It might have been from like a kid's magazine or something. Then I have Love Hina again, and a couple Astro Boy movies or DVDs that I got. I guess they're episodes. I got those from the dollar store, and a Kenshin DVD. Then up here, I have a random Yu-Gi-Oh! DVD that I got from Best Buy for like $10. It's the 4th season. I would like to get the rest of Yu-Gi-Oh! I love the original seasons of the Yu-Gi-Oh! They're really good. Then Catnap the movie, that's a really good film. Akira, Ariadne, the Disney version, and these are all my Studio Ghibli movies that I have on DVD. I'm missing the artwork for the Castle in the Sky. I'm still on the hunt for it at the thrift store. And I have 2 versions of My Neighbor Totoro. This is the original one from the 90s, and then there's the Disney version. Down here there's Jungle Emperor Leo, Sonic the Hedgehog the movie, and then UFO Hunters, Frozen Planet, and a couple of sealed Dragon boxes. And I have some UK and American sitcoms or TV shows here. I have the complete season of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Wonder Years, Lizzie McGuire, more UFO Hunters, Cosmos, and then this is the rest of my American sitcoms here. Complete Seinfeld right there. But yeah, that is my collection. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll leave you guys with a view of the sunset. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.